besties. As you can see, we are out to see the sunrise. Every other day I have been struggling to wake up, but of course today on a Saturday when I don't have to work, I woke up and I was like, I could go for a little shot of sunrise. So here we are, getting that boost of dopamine, boost of serotonin to start my day, and honestly it is exactly what I needed. I am so happy that last week I took the time to really focus on my mental health, because I feel this week I was like, I can breathe again, and it has felt so nice. So I just brought my little journal and I sat here, just watched the sunrise, felt the sunrise. And to keep these good vibes going, I'm gonna go pick up a coffee from my favorite little coffee shop because I need to be productive today. I'm actually going to be taking a trip with my family here very, very soon, like so soon as in next week. And I'm so excited, you guys cannot imagine. I have been wanting to go to this place for a very long time. It's gonna be a whole road trip, which if you know me, I love a good road trip. And we're going to a place that we've never been before, which is just so exciting because it's gonna be, everything's gonna be so brand new, a whole new landscape, because all we're used to mainly is desert and maybe ocean, but we're gonna have some new landscapes. But I won't say where I'm going just yet to build some suspense. So make sure you're following me on Instagram. I'm gonna post a lot from the trip on there, but obviously you're gonna get a full vlog. Do not worry, you will get a full vlog. I am a very self-contradicting person. Like, I love a good routine. I love consistency, but I love change. So every now and then I feel like I need to work towards something, but once I've been working towards it for a while, I'm like, okay, throw some curveballs at me. Let's go. Like, I need something new. A trip is always a good little reset for me. So whenever I get to go on a trip, I am on my best mood. I feel like I connect with my creative self again, and I just feel all sorts of good feelings, and I think that that's what I've been needing, is a little trip. Apart from, you know, focusing on the mental health and all that stuff, I just need a good little trip to hit my reset button and feel like all is right in the world. So I cannot wait for that. One thing I am nervous about though is I know gas prices are on the rise, but they're only gonna get higher, and this might be our only opportunity to go. So no me van a arruinar mis planes. I'm still gonna go and have a good time. Honestly, I'm so excited. I cannot contain it. Like, I just want to say where we're going, but you'll find out next week. So stay tuned. With that being said, I need to be productive today. I need to pack my bags or start packing. I need to prep, you know, do all like the beauty preps and stuff, and get some little essentials that we're going to take on the trip. So I need to get going and go get my coffee so that we can be, you know, energized and productive. So let's go. Hiking, these gas stations are scamming. On the board over there, it says gas price was at $3.84. And so when I was putting in my rewards number, it said I could save 10 cents. I was like, hell yeah, let's save 10 cents. I paid the same amount, $3.84. I didn't even pay credit, I paid debit, which is technically cash. And every now and then I come to the gas station and I buy a bag of chips, so I'll pick up a $2 scratcher and just test my luck for the day. I have actually won $14 on these. Nothing crazy, but one of my coworkers actually has won $7,000 on these, and I was like, in this economy, I could afford to gamble a little, I guess. I don't do casinos though. I just do not win any money in casinos. I just watch my money go, go, go. I don't understand them. But a little scratcher, it's fun to scratch, and I mean, who knows, you might win something. And I didn't win anything. It's a good thing about a second one. Okay, what are my winning numbers? We got a 5 and 21. Nothing worse than when one of the numbers on here matches one of the numbers on there for the 10,000. I'm like, and actually every time I go in there I feel like an imposter. As if I'm not over the age of 21. Like, can I? Excuse me, miss. May I please have a lottery ticket? I didn't win anything. Who was preying on my downfall? Got my coffee. I'm so excited. Oh yeah, that's it. I love a good tiramisu latte. It is my absolute favorite. I will say I love putting my money towards local shops because they actually make you feel like your money's being appreciated versus like a chain restaurant or a chain coffee shop where you place your order online, you walk in, you grab your order, never meet anyone, never build any sort of connection. I feel like they actually take the time to know their loyal customers, and when I first started going, after a while, they recognized my name. And so they started to say like, oh, did you order ahead? Or here you go, Crystal. Good morning, Crystal. How are you doing today? And I was like, oh, I don't know if it's a good thing that they know my name. But then I realized they just appreciate my business. Like the fact that I'm there supporting them consistently. Not only am I getting good coffee, I'm also getting a little sweetness on the side, and it just feels so good to feel seen and appreciated. Totally random, but it was always my goal to become a regular at some place where they know your name, they know your order, and I finally did that. And this coffee shop is that for me, and so I just feel some sort of like loyalty to them. They really helped build that loyalty by remembering me and remembering my order and being nice and just genuinely saying hi and giving me a little smile, and I give them a smile back, and it's so good. They did also bring a little matcha for my mom and sister, so we're gonna go in and give that to them. Okay, so I'm gonna be making an avocado toast. Got the bread toasting in the background. I'm gonna just make my egg, and we literally just had enough. I always have to do half a cup of egg whites and then a whole egg, so we literally just had enough. That kind of puts me in a predicament though, because I'm perfectly running out before we're gonna go on our trip. This trip is gonna be a week long, so it's not like I need groceries while I'm gone, but I also need to still make it through the next couple of days before my trip. And if I'm running out of stuff, we can't have that, because then I have to purchase things. But again, I don't want to purchase things because then they're gonna go bad while I'm away. So I think we're just gonna be putting together whatever we can, hopefully still meeting our goals, obviously. Also, I don't know if you've noticed, but I have a new little bracelet. My sugar sister got this for me, and I told her that this is restoring my divine feminine energy because it feels so girly. As you guys know, one of my main goals this year was to build a bracelet stack, because I've always loved where you can hear someone coming from a mile away because their bracelet stack is so loud. I love it. I love that sound. And so I'm slowly going to start building my stack, and I'm already obsessed. I'm like, I need more bracelets. But so far, this is what I got. I think it's so pretty. It's just a mix of silver and gold. So I think it looks so cute. I feel like it just makes everything that I do look extra fancy. And you know what? Like, I always feel like I am caught between two worlds, because I am an Apple Watch girly through and through. I cannot fathom not wearing my Apple Watch. Like, what about all those steps that I'm gonna miss if I don't count them? Am I actually burning the calories throughout the day if I don't have my Apple Watch to tell me so? And I used to be that person that was like, what's the point in an Apple Watch? Like, you have your phone on you at all times, but this is just so much more convenient. I don't know why. And I'm also obsessed with bracelets, so I'm just like, two worlds collide. And then I want to fry out my tomatoes just a little bit. Pretty good. Got my little coffee on the side. Delicious breakfast. Oh, so excited. I'm going to start by prepping all of my travel essentials. We'll do one last Bridgerton talk. So I finally finished the show, and I loved it. I'll have to say my order is season 3, season 2, season 1, season 4. I wasn't the biggest fan of season 4, honestly. It just feels like the Cinderella story. It's been redone so many times. I knew exactly what was going to happen. I felt like it took forever. Like the first part of it was just so slow, and then at the very end it came together so fast. I was like, wait a second, what happened? I had to rewind it just to figure out what was the solution, because I was like, wait, this is all like coming together too fast. I did like the main character, but I don't really care for Benedict, to be honest. Just wasn't a big fan of his really throughout the show. So I did like it. I can't wait for the next seasons, but kind of sad that I got into it now, because now I have to wait 2 years for the next one. Same thing happened to me with Stranger Things. I got into it, then they took the longest hiatus. So in this one, I'm going to put in my shampoo. And then in this one, I'm going to put my conditioner. I got these little bottles from Miniso. I like them because they have these little clamps that you can just put on here, and then it won't pour out while you're traveling. This one is same. I like that it has this little lid. And then I actually just purchased another one. Thankfully, I went to go look in my container and I had it. So I'm going to put my body wash in that one. It's actually a new body wash that I'm trying out. It smells so good. Also, love the pink. And then in this one, I have my face wash, which is the soy face cleanser, and I'm just going to add a little bit to top it off. I think honestly that should be good, because I only do like a pump, so this should be perfect. And then in this little container, I've been saving it and just been refilling it with Q-tips. And then I always carry this little plastic bag where I put a bunch of little hair ties and hair bands. Just in case, honestly. I probably don't even do my hair half the time. I just leave it down, but you never know. Some big hair ties. This one. Some bobby pins. And then this is my little travel toiletry bag. It's from Kate Spade. It's my absolute favorite, and I'm obsessed with this dark brown color. It also has a bunch of different compartments. Like it has compartments here, here. It has this zipper pouch, and then it has this center zipper pouch, which honestly I don't even really use, but they're there if you need them. And it opens wide like this, which is my favorite part. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is try to clean these shoes. Don't look that bad on camera for some reason, but they are pretty dirty. In here, all I have is baking soda and laundry detergent, specifically the Sote brand, but in liquid form. While I'm cleaning my shoes though, I'm also going to be trying to put together a playlist, because we have 24 hours on the road. We need a long playlist. I have a bunch of playlists, honestly. Like at the end of the day, I can just mix between all my playlists. I'm sure I'll have enough songs to carry us through, but I would like to curate a road trip playlist. Gotta work on that. But right now though, I don't think that I have much of a road trip playlist. I feel like recently I just haven't been vibing with the music that's been released, except for 2 artists which are on replay for me right now, and that is Olivia Dean and Bruno Mars. Obsessed with both of them, and that's all I have right now for my playlist. So I've been listening to that. Also, I'm obsessed with the 360 song from Bridgerton. It's so good. I love classical music. I know I've mentioned it before. I've always wanted to go see one of those movies in concert where they have the orchestra perform the songs throughout the movie. So I've always been a fan of classical music. I think it's so good, especially like the cello, and then my favorite instrument, which is the violin. So good. So I've been obsessed with that song, but I don't know that my family's gonna want to listen to just those songs all the way through for 24 hours. I can, genuinely, I really can, but I don't think my family will, and I won't put them through that. So I'm gonna try to curate a playlist here while I'm cleaning my shoes. near the end of the workout, just finishing up with some arms. But I wanted to mention that yesterday and today I worked out pretty consistently with my 15-pound weights for lower body, and I'm so proud of myself because if you remember from last week's video, I was talking about how I lost a lot of leg muscle specifically, and previous to going to my nutritionist, I could really feel that I did have loss in muscle because I just didn't have any leg strength. But I challenged myself this week and I really did see a huge change. And honestly, I feel like challenging myself this week really made me realize that the only limitation that you set is in your head. Because now thinking back, like, yes, I obviously did lose leg muscle, but I think I could have challenged myself back then too. I just would give up too early. And so this time around, I was still shaking, but I pushed myself to keep doing it. And then in a couple of days, I was doing it no problem, and I was able to actually go down very low when I was doing any sort of like squat or lunges. And so I'm pretty proud of myself for doing that and for being able to see that change. Honestly, like, I could feel myself becoming stronger. And that's overall my biggest goal with this new journey that I'm on, you know, seeing the nutritionist and trying to improve myself. Yes, obviously, hopefully, you know, getting a toned, lean, sculpted body comes along with that. I would not be opposed to that. I would love to have a body that I do feel very confident and comfortable in, but I do have to work on that along the way, because just having a toned body doesn't mean having confidence. So I am working on that too. But overall, my biggest goal is to just be a healthier version of myself. As you get older, it gets harder. And I will say that you are never too old to change your life for the better. It is never too late to change your life for the better and to start implementing a healthier lifestyle. But you are only getting older. The longer you wait, the older you're getting. But it's never too late. So the best time to start is now. And so that's what I'm doing. And I don't want to be, you know, in my 40s already struggling when I could have done something about it now to help me just be the best, most fit version of myself. Like, I want to be in my 40s and 50s and running marathons. When I ran my 5K, and I think I mentioned this in my 5K video, I was in the middle of my 5K running. I was already like burnt out. I was like, when is this gonna end? Struggling, huffing and puffing, and all of a sudden, this 80-year-old man runs by. I think he was doing a 10K, no problem. He was just going like this, and I was like, what do you mean? I'm supposed to be healthier. I'm supposed to be, you know, in a better shape, but I wasn't. And so that inspired me. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up my workout here pretty soon. Gonna hop in the shower, get some breakfast in, and then we're gonna go to a laundromat because, of course, right before our trip, our dryer decides to go out, and I have not washed any of my clothes, especially for the work week. So we had to go do that. And then I think, despite me not wanting to go to the grocery store and buy groceries while I'm away, I do need to get just a couple of essentials that I don't think will go bad. So we're gonna go to the grocery store as well. We picked up a little coffee from Cafecito for our bev. Christina hates when I shorten things. I also wanted to show you guys the jewelry pieces that I got yesterday from the local shop that I was telling you guys about. The lady is so nice. We love her. Genuinely, anytime you walk in there, she talks to you about every single piece. She talks about her personal life. Like, we love it. We love supporting local, and especially people that genuinely show that they genuinely show interest in their customers. Like I was telling you guys earlier from creation, the fact that they know me makes me feel good. This place, she remembered us from last time when I went to go get this little stack. So sweet. But I got this beautiful silver ring. It might be really overexposed, sorry, we're like in direct sunlight, but I got this beautiful silver ring. I'm so obsessed. I only used to do gold, but now I'm into both of them. And as you could tell, I definitely am into both of them. I saw this beautiful necklace. I'm obsessed with it, but I couldn't pick between gold or silver, so I was like, why not both? So we are back home. Good news and also unfortunate news. Unfortunate for us because we just spent money going to the laundromat to wash our clothes, but good news, my dad was able to fix the dryer machine, so now it's up and running. I guess at the end of the day, it's ready to go. We can wash before our trip, but it's just annoying because we literally went out of our way to go and wash the clothes. But it was kind of fun though, not gonna lie. I've always liked doing stuff like that. Like the laundromat has never felt much of an inconvenience to me. Growing up, we used to live in apartments and we'd have to wash our clothes in the laundromats, and I always thought it was fun. Like it was a little adventure for me to have to go to the laundromat and put our clothes in there. While the clothes were washing and drying, we'd be out running around, you know, with our friends and stuff, so, or going to the pool. So it was always a fun time. I've never hated the laundromat. It always just feels like a little adventure that we have to go on. Anytime I go on a trip, I like to have a fresh shaven face, but I usually like to prep my face leading up to it because when I actually shave my face, I don't like to apply much product afterwards. So I'm gonna do some skin prep, which is to apply some face mask. While the eye masks sit on my face, I'm going to take some of my Innisfree clay mask and I'm going to apply that all over while avoiding the eye area, because obviously I have the eye mask on there, but also that area doesn't really need the masks. So in order to shave my face, I usually start about like 2 days before because I like to apply a face mask to just rid of all of the impurities and the dirt and grime buildup that's just been sitting on my face. And then the next day, I like to do a hydrating face mask to restore the moisture. And then on the third day, I will actually shave my face because again, I don't like to add anything after. So I like to prep before and just make sure my skin's at its best. All right, now I'm gonna go ahead and let this sit on my face for about 15 minutes or so. While that's cooking, I'm going to start prepping my activities bag for the trip. So last time we went on a trip, I packed this bag full of a bunch of activities, but the thing is that this trip isn't going to be a cozy hobbies trip, but I do need some activities to keep me busy because it is a 24-hour road trip. And once we're there, I feel like I won't have time for this stuff. So I'm trying to keep it minimal. So the items that I'm taking with me are going to be my word search puzzle. I think, you know, if I have been glued on my phone for an X amount of time, I can maybe just pull this out, do a page, close it, and then continue on with my life. So not too much of an all-consuming hobby, which I do enjoy. I also have a book that I'm going to take with me. I have been trying to read this book, I think, since last year. This is a book that I bought when we went on our Monterey trip. Not this last time, but the time before. I'm just a really slow reader and I pick up and start books all the time. Like I started this one, haven't finished it, but I've read other books in between then. And I just I need to finish this book. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and take this one. And then lastly, a cutie little hobby slash tradition that I want to pick up is I want to watercolor a moment from every trip that I go on. So for example, the last trip we went on, we stopped at Pismo Beach, and this is a little watercolor painting that I did from Pismo Beach. And the last one you guys saw, I did a little water painting of just what I saw at the park. So I would like to work on a page for the current trip that we're going on. So I'm gonna take this with me. So I'm also gonna pack up some highlighters for my word search. And then in this little pencil pouch, I have some pencils. I have these little like black ink pens that I like to use for watercoloring. And then I have my watercolors in here. I have this glue tape, an eraser, and then my little clamp. So we will pack that in my bag. And honestly, I think that that's gonna be pretty much it. It's actually kind of hard to pack everything right now because I still have 2 full days. But maybe I'll just kind of pack this stuff together. So I'm also gonna put like my GoPro in here, though I mainly just reach for my phone, but I always like to have things just in case. But I might need to downsize, honestly, guys, because I'm looking here. Like, this is what I have so far. This is just sleeping clothes, workout clothes, and these are just pants and a couple of tank tops I'm gonna take with me. This isn't even half the stuff that I need to take, and I feel like this is already gonna fill up the suitcase. I genuinely fear that I am not going to be able to fit all of my stuff in a suitcase. We're trying not to take too much stuff so we have space to bring stuff back as well, but I don't think I've ever gone on a trip this long for an entire week. I struggle to go on a 2-day vacation because I pack my entire room. Now a whole week, I don't know, I'm really gonna have to like think about it and downsize a lot. Face is clean. Last thing, just gonna seal the deal with a little moisturizer and we're good to go.